Shub Nagurath, Cthulhu Fatagan. Hello, everybody. My name is Jared Logan, and you are watching the Stream of Blood, where we play tabletop role-playing games on Twitch for your amusement. Tonight, you've tuned into our Tuesday grab bag show, The Taste of Blood. But one of the series that we bring back all the time on Taste of Blood is our Call of Cthulhu 7th edition game, the Neptune Society. The Neptune Society, a Call of Cthulhu campaign set in the Victorian era, the Gaslight era. And in our campaign, it is currently 1880, and we have a trio of players on an island in the Atlantic off the coast of Scotland called Callywag, and they've encountered some freaky stuff, man. This is our big Samhain. I've been told it's pronounced Samhain, not Samhain. This is our big Samhain two-parter for the Neptune Society. We thought for Halloween we got to do something special, so we've created a special Halloween scenario. You might say, well, Halloween, that was the other day. But you guys, Samhain was a 3-day festival. Okay? So don't come at me about how it's two parts and Halloween's already over because Samhain was a 3-day festival. I saw some people in the chat complimenting me on my Halloween costume. Thank you. Yes, my wife, Kara, and I went as the Lulu Rowe couple. Yes. And I did wear I was Mark Stidham is the name of the founder of Lulu Rowe and MLM, a multi-level marketing company that is in a lot of legal trouble. I wore his signature gray goatee, suit jacket, bad tie, and leggings because Lulu Rowe sells leggings. And I will only say that I've decided to incorporate leggings into my daily wear. They're incredibly comfortable. You feel like you're wearing nothing, but you also feel supported. My presentation in the leggings was not as obscene as you might imagine it to be. I didn't get any comments. No one was offended by what was going on downstairs. So I'm giving too much detail, but suffice to say, leggings are going into my wardrobe. And I highly recommend any man out there who hasn't tried leggings. We're missing out, guys. As usual, women are smarter than us. You got to put on some leggings. They're wonderful. I have to give a warning. Anytime we play Call of Cthulhu, and most of the games on this channel, it's called the Stream of Blood because we play horror games, usually. So anytime we play Call of Cthulhu, there's monsters. There's horror. There might be scenes of gore. There might be grotesqueries. What does that mean? Use your imagination. Horrible magical spells might be cast. There might be mind control. People may not act as they would want or normally do. All of these things can bother some people, and I don't blame them. It's supposed to be chilling. If you have an issue with such things, I would give this show a pass. But the most important thing to remember is that you can always let us know how you feel about our content on our Discord server, the Server of Blood. Go there, react to the show, tell us what you thought. We really do listen and take every comment seriously, even if it is a gripe or complaint. But we like compliments more, but we will listen to your gripes and complaints. For example, the fact that the holiday is called Samhain and not Samhain. Okay. All right, I've caved on that one, all right? All right. That said, it is time to start bringing in our fantastic players. This first player can be seen on the Better Than Heroes regular stream where they play Spelljammer 5e Dungeons and Dragons. He also has a podcast that I have appeared on called Fight Island about different famous things fighting each other. And tonight he is going to reprise the role of Captain Quinn, the captain of the Bairn, a ship plying the North Seas. Please welcome Mr. Jordan Dahl. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're silent.
Oh, I've muted myself again. I was doing the voice and everything. It's me, risen from the sea.
I was so excited for the voice. What did you go as for Halloween's?
I was the beast from Over the Garden Wall. You ever seen Over the Garden Wall?
I love Over the Garden
Oh,
Wall.
it's my fave, and I threw it together last minute, and it came out pretty okay. I mean, I was a man in a bodysuit, but
Yeah. Well, a man in a bodysuit, that's allowed on Halloween, you know?
right?
And a man in leggings, why, that's going to soon be accepted all year round.
It's catching on already. It's sweeping the coast.
People
Some
are fine
tastemaker.
with it. Yeah, no one has a problem with it.
Tolerate it. What was the dark tongue you spoke at the top of the episode? That was cool.
Yeah, Shub Nagurath Cthulhu Fatagan.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
That is Aklo, the tongue of witches, and it is specifically a chant that the Cthulhu cult intones to worship
Cool.
and give all praise to the great old one Cthulhu.
Very cool. Well, it does turn your eyes completely black when you say that. I don't know if you're aware
I know
of
it
that.
is. I know I did know that, and it's because I'm gonna get that checked out. I think I have cataracts.
Every doctor who's looked into it has disappeared.
I'm going to bring in our next player. He is a fantastic writer and creator of all kinds of the kind of fun shit that you like, viewer. His newest comic book, Mega Ghost, is available now. You can also check out his Midnight Arcade series of books where you sort of choose your own adventure through the ultimate video game arcade that you wish you remembered from your youth. He is playing the New Orleans occultist and gentleman rake, Faustin Arsenault. Please welcome Gabe Soria, everybody.
Hey, hello, greetings from New Orleans. All hail the black goat of the woods.
Yes, all hail the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young.
Oh boy,
Yeah, hell goat.
it's
Yeah.
And she can remember the names of each and every single one of those young. It's an incredible feat.
She's a good mother, Shub Nagurath.
Yeah.
She's a good mother. She's a responsible mother. So what I didn't, so you figured out a little bit that Shub Nagurath might be part of the scenario, I think, and
I pay attention to the clues around me. I stop, look, and listen, as the Josie and the Pussycat song goes.
Yes, and using your Josie and the Pussycat skills, you are getting to the bottom of this mystery. Shub Nagurath came in number 2 when we asked our viewers which Cthulhu entity they would like to see in the Neptune Society. Their first choice was the King in Yellow, which was the subject of our last Neptune Society storyline, Paris Painted Yellow. But now we have moved on to Shub Nagurath, the Black Goat, and knowing that as a player isn't going to save you guys. Just warning you.
I bought all this goat repellent.
Yeah. You go, I start saying Shub Nagurath, stop. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, calling her by name. Gabe, did you dress up? I forget. We were talking beforehand, but I forget. You didn't dress up. You just took your kid out, right?
I dressed up as the dad drinking a beer, following his kid around the neighborhood.
God, New Orleans is cool.
It's quite all right. At the end of the evening, as I was escorting my child home, we ran into a group doing some sort of strange ritual on a concrete slab in our neighborhood.
Whoa.
And they offered my son candy, and then the woman who's talking to him, dressed as Chun-Li from Street Fighter, looked at me and said, "Would you like a beer?" And I said, "Trick or treat. Yes, I would." And
incredible.
Yes,
beautiful.
all hail. Yeah. All hail New Orleans. Because we do it right.
I just imagine you just taking your child around to various all-night bars to trick or treat. That's what I am. Just like guys on stools with like cigarillos, like handing them candy.
There were a couple of those.
Yeah, that's why he said escorted home. He was like, "All right, that's enough. You gotta get out. You're getting rowdy."
Now, as our viewers know, our third player is Mary Lou, who I am told is en route. We are checking on Mary Lou. As usual with my games, it's like a home game. Someone is always late, and someone's always eating pizza. What if I just suddenly pulled out a slice of pizza and started eating it? That would be perfect.
I do have my leftover Halloween candy, which I ate as we talked before the stream.
Is that a Reese's Take 5?
It's a Reese's Take 5,
That
the
is
best,
high octane shit.
the best candy.
Ooh, good stuff.
So I maintain, yes, I agree with you 100%, Gabe. I maintain that is the best candy bar.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. Like it hits you from all angles. It really just like kind of hits all marks.
It's a weaponized candy bar. Like they figured out the math. Yeah.
Sweet, savory, creamy, crunchy. Just I like any little bit of candy that has like that kind of the warring textures that somehow meld into a just wonderful full-on experience. That's why I like an Almond Joy too.
Speaking of warring textures that meld into the perfect experience, she has arrived.
Just as I was going to leave to go get candy.
You can check out her own stream, Maidens of the Spear, which is a Wheel of Time themed stream. Man, is she a big old nerd and a dork in the best way. And we are so happy she is here playing Willamette St. George, an activist for ghost rights. Please welcome Mary Lou, everybody.
Oh!
I thought you'd be like,
I am, definitely. For the record, I love Almond Joys and Take 5s and whatchamacallits. Those I think are in the same realm of like weird and underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Agree.
Fringe candy bars, taking risks.
Yes.
Whatchamacallit? They just threw some rice in there. They were like, and the rice.
It's like, where did that come from? And yet, I feel like it's inspired. It adds
great.
Something.
It's truly great. Well, if you can successfully and without anachronism work your favorite candy bar into the stream tonight, I will let you have a reroll at some point. That's a new rule I just made up as we started just now. Mary Lou, are you ready to bring Willamette back into the adventure? Are you ready for this?
So ready. Okay.
So ready. Well, then let's begin our game of Call of Cthulhu and part 2, the finale of the Horns of Samhain. So, our investigators are on the Isle of Callywag, on west of the coast of Scotland, west of the Isle of Mull, where they initially arrived to look into the case of a strange dog that was hounding people, pun intended. They sort of unsuccessfully handled that, but were invited to the local Samhain festival, where they got to know a number of different locals, including Arthur MacLeod, a mainlander who had opened a shop on the island and had become something of sort of a political leader of the people here. Farmer Fian and his wife Barbara, who's cheating on him. Farmer Fian being a very stern sort of James Cromwell type, and his wife being I'm really sick of this man and want to sleep with Arthur MacLeod type. Mother Muir, a sweet old lady who is maybe really judgmental and hates witchcraft. And finally, Nellie Douglas. Nellie Douglas, a widow and a town pariah who brews love potions, wears charms, and loves all of the old stories of the island. So you met all of these locals, and before you really got to know them, some sort of supernatural disaster struck. What a coincidence in a Call of Cthulhu game. The home of Arthur MacLeod was attacked, and Arthur was trampled to death by something with hooves in his own backyard. You investigated, and you found that Arthur he has ancestors that lived here on the island of Callywag. So he's not technically totally a mainlander. He's a descendant of Callywag people. You also went into the woods and found that someone had sacrificed a calf in the woods, possibly in connection with whatever the creature was that killed Arthur. You investigated where the calf came from, figured out that it came from Farmer Fian's farm, and learned from his wife that she had heard strange piping the night before, right before Arthur MacLeod was attacked. Finally, you each went your separate ways. we had Willamette, who sort of spread gossip around the village, which kind of implicated Farmer Fian, because Willamette spread that his wife was sleeping with Arthur McLeod, and because the calves came from Farmer Fian's farm, like the dead sacrificed calf, people started thinking maybe Farmer Fian is behind the supernatural attacks. He ran off back to his home because people were kind of talking about that. Meanwhile, our friend Captain Quinn went into the forest and saw something horrid that he dare not even speak of and barely escaped with his life, making a dexterity roll with, how high is your dexterity, Jordan?
Very low, very low. Let's see.
Yeah, Captain Quinn's dexterity, I
30.
have it right here. 30. You still made that dexterity roll.
I did twice.
You got out of the woods and interrupted a child's sack race because the festival is still going on, by the way.
Yeah.
And then finally, Faust and Arsenault talked to local children to try to find out the old stories, the local legends. And
I gave them some candy I had in my pocket.
Exactly. Just like every really, really trustworthy adult will do for a child. And they led him to a witch elm, a strange tree growing above a cottage in town that, based on his occult knowledge, the strange way it's growing, he believes it may be growing over the grave of a witch. That is some of the legendary surrounding that kind of a tree. So, where should we begin? Well, the last thing that happened in the epilogue of the episode, Farmer Fian was attacked. His house was cracked open by some sort of monster. And I think that the person closest to that house, because Faustin is out looking at the witch elm. I think that Willamette, you are probably close to the house when you start hearing, like, anybody in town, anybody in the village would hear a house start to cave in on itself. And Captain Quinn, where are you, do you think? Because you got back from the forest a little while ago.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I think Captain Quinn kind of ran out of the forest into this sack race. It was hilarious. Imagine, an elderly Chris Farley kind of moment of just and like knocks over a kid, gets tangled in a sack. And I think he kind of stands and he's still got it together, but he's a little, shaken. He has a high enough power that this was okay. And I think his first thought is he wants to talk with the others. So he's going from where this sack race was to find the others to tell them about the encounter in the woods.
Okay, so I'm gonna set it up like this, actually, now that I know where he's at. All three of you hear some kind of like the sound of like a house caving in, but for Faustin, you're the farthest away, so it's kind of faint, way off behind you. But the other two, you're kind of in the midst of the festival, and so the house is quite near. When you hear this sound, what do you do? Let's start with Faustin. Are you going to investigate, or are you going to stick to where you're at?
Well, I think seeing this tree has affected me kind of deeply. I know something is strange and awry here in these woods. And even though I hear it's probably the sound of like some sort of strange Scottish festival that I don't understand, that I've never seen. And I'll let that happen. But I want to take kind of a circuit around the tree, looking at the roots, and
Very
just
good.
Keep looking for any sort of signs of what I think might be occult rituals or activities around the tree.
Very good. So making a wide circle around the tree, I'll describe it in detail. The tree sort of hangs out. It's like on the side of a hill, and it sort of hangs out over someone's cottage that is kind of below it. And the roots kind of like weave down through the side of the hill. But the way it's twisted, the kind of way that it kind of looks like sort of like a humanoid form, sort of like in pain, or like crucified, like just the odd aura of it lets a experienced occultist such as yourself know that, according to legend, there is a witch buried beneath it.
Do I recognize whose house it is growing over? It's shading, it seems.
You do not, but you could look closer if you'd like. The first thing I can tell you is that you see a little cross hanging kind of over one of the windows.
Are any of the children still around?
They're sort of starting to break up and run off, but you could grab one before they leave.
I say, hold there, little lad or lass, whoever, whatever the case may be.
I'm a lass, sir.
Well, lassie.
She's like, I'm a girl, and she looks like just dirty and like a ragamuffin. She looks exactly the same as all the rest of them.
But now that we have this established, I tell her, like, look, young lass, if I offer to, like, when I get back to New Orleans, where I'm from, and if I offer to send you one of the sweets native to my hometown, a praline. Perhaps if I send you one back here to Scotland.
Why, there's no such thing as pralines. It's a myth.
Well, I will prove that the myth is true, but only if you tell me whose house is that? This elm is growing over down the hill.
Well, that's Mother Muir's house. It's why she's so mean.
She's so mean because of the tree?
She's an old bat.
Ah. So, do you think Mother Muir is home? Should I go knock on her door and talk to her?
Some of the children look at each other and they're like, she's probably at the festival.
All right. Well, lead me back to the festival. Like, there's some weird noises going off in that direction, so I'll come back and check out this tree a little bit later.
So you turn and head for the festival, and now I will ask Willamette, when you hear the sound of a crunching roof and a crumbling wall, what does Willamette do?
I'm going to say, well, I shan't miss the demon again, and I bustle out.
Okay, you bustle.
I bustle toward the sound.
And then I will ask Captain Quinn, do you also bustle toward the sound?
Yeah, he hears it after this terrifying encounter with the tree, and immediately kind of connects them, and he goes, "The creature!" And he starts hobbling towards a hobble and a bustle toward the sound.
Let me have a dexterity roll from both Willamette St. George and from Captain Quinn.
Oish. Chunked it. 52.
52, okay.
Okay, sorry. Pulling up my dice roller.
Okay. Take your time. Don't rush it.
No.
This is for the whole ball of wax.
No.
Okay?
Oh no.
I want you to
I wish I had
give
rushed
this the
it.
care and precision that it demands.
17.
17. Wow. Okay. So, it is only
hard
Willamette.
Pass.
Oh, that is a hard pass. So it is only Willamette St. George that arrives with, let's see how many other people arrive at the same time. She arrives with one other townsperson. You don't recognize him, a young man. And only you two are there to see the thing kind of emerge from the house. And it is huge. And it moves on like 4 or 5 large hooves. And it has strange branch-like tentacles growing out of it. Yes, there it is. The horrible beast, the horrible tree-like entity. Yes, there it is. And it goes, when you see this thing that should not be Willamette St. George, you must make a sanity roll.
Yeah, I figured as much. It oozes. Jeez! 13.
Wow.
13, that's a success for you, Willamette. And you have a 49 sanity according to my records.
Not very high.
not very high, but you made it. So you only lose, in that case, you only lose 1d3 sanity. So let's see how much that is. That is going to be 2 sanity. 2 more sanity is lost even for a success. So you're down to 47. And let's see how the man beside you does. He does really well. He makes his sanity roll as well. And so both of you were like, oh my God! and the thing that goes, and it's like bleeding, but also like chanting in some sort of gibbering tongue as it starts to drag itself back into the woods, and like trees are falling as it makes its way into the woods. So you're looking at a crumbled farmhouse. It's completely been caved in, or the creature moving off into the forest. What would you like to do, Willamette?
I would probably search the rubble to see if Farmer, what's his name?
Farmer Thean.
Farmer Thean is okay. And I say, strong fellas, help out, or we've got another ghost on our hands.
Very good. That was a smart move. So this young man with you, this is Kendrick Stewart. Kendrick Stewart, he has some muscle, and he immediately, you guys go in there and you immediately find 1 foot sticking out from under a bunch of heavy stones. And now Kendrick Stewart is going to try his strength. Are you going to help him?
Yes.
Okay. Then please roll your strength.
Ooh, I'm rolling so well. Hard pass.
Hard pass. That gives him a bonus die for his strength because he's going to be the main guy here.
Hell yeah.
And the bonus die is what makes it a success, because
let's go, Kendrick.
Otherwise he would have failed.
Incredible.
And so at some point he just kind of rips open his shirt.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Orange hair bursts forward, and then you and he together as one, Willamette, lift the stone off of Farmer Thean, who is unconscious, but thanks to your quick action, might live. There's a lot of blood. Does anybody have first aid in the area?
I do. It's not very high, but I do have first aid.
Okay. You may go ahead and you may roll your first aid.
I have it as well. Mine's at a 50. But
mine is also 50, but I did not.
Oh yes, pass. Captain Quinn, you arrive.
Oh,
Captain
great.
Quinn, you have now arrived.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
You sure did. Not the least of which was my handsome compatriot here.
Oh, hi, Kendrick. I see you've unlocked hunky skin Kendrick.
Yeah, I may be a ghost rights activist, but I am still a woman of the flesh, and
Hey, good on you.
I am noticing his flesh.
Oh, you city folk talking strange ways.
A himbo, just my type.
I mean, I'm gonna notice this foot sticking out. And,
he's got the stone lifted off of him.
Okay. I'm gonna notice.
But he if you want to get him to talk, if you want to get him like aroused again, and make sure he doesn't bleed out right now, he needs a successful first aid roll.
Okay, I will also roll that. I also failed.
Okay, so it will be left to chance now whether he survives, but I'm going to give him a bonus die for his constitution because you did get the giant stones off of him.
Okay.
Here we go.
Come on, buddy. Fight.
Okay, so good news. He rolled under his constitution, which wasn't super high because he's an old man.
Okay.
But he doesn't come to. He's not awake. Soon, other villagers arrive along with a parcel of kids and your friend, Faustin Arsenal.
What's about his wife? Where's his wife?
I'm here. And Barbara Thean comes running up, and she's like, "Oh no!" And she runs up to him and holds him in her arms, and is like weeping, like, "No, my dear lamb! Oh, oh."
Does it seem genuine?
It does seem genuine. I think that, even if you cheat on somebody, you probably don't want to see them have their house fall on them.
That's true.
Yeah.
While all this kind of chaos and Scottish rubbernecking is going on, I lean down to the lassie and ask her like quietly, what was her name? Sister, Mother,
Mother Muir.
Was Mother Muir like do I ask her? Is Mother Muir around here? Is this is the woman who lives in the cottage? Is she anywhere near here?
Actually, the little girl looks around, and Mother Muir, she goes, "I don't see her."
Is there any way I could like confer with Captain Quinn or Willamette?
Oh yes, they're there. You're all in the same scene. Oh, privately, yeah. You guys, if you guys will let him take you off in private, you can go off.
Sure, we could stand to the side for a quick.
Yeah.
Well, I lean into them and say, "This looks quite terrible." But
what you don't know the half of it. I saw what did this thing. It was like
here just after.
And where did it go? Which direction did it go?
Just in? Follow the path of broken trees. It was a giant tree goat thing. It was oozing.
I saw it. I was right near killed by a tree in the woods just earlier.
Well, I have news about another tree. Back in the other woods behind us, I found what we call a witch elm, and it was growing right above Mother Muir's house. And perhaps I should have stayed over there and investigated and looked in her house. But I think that while all this is going on, maybe the three of us should go back to this tree and back to her cottage and take a look around. Something strange is going on over there.
I have a hypothesis. Gentlemen, please entertain me for a moment, if you will.
Okay, I start dancing.
I take off my thumb.
Very, very nice. Thank you. That calms me down. Is exactly what I needed. Okay, now that we've done that, my hypothesis. I think many, many moons ago, a woman was mistreated in this town by the so-called Christians. And I think her spirit wanders and infects the trees. I think we've got some exorcisms to do.
I've heard of such things. Perhaps we should speak with the weirding woman in town as well about that, and perhaps about healing this poor son of a bitch, if you know.
All right. I say, slow down, everybody. I don't think we should talk to any of these weirdos quite yet.
Is she here? Is the kind
Nellie.
of Nellie? Yes.
Yeah.
Nellie Douglas.
Please roll. She is here, and she's talking to several other townsfolk. Please roll psychology. Anybody who would like to.
I'm no good at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Failed.
I'll go to...
Yeah, I'm not good at it at all.
I rolled a 1.
What?
You rolled a 1, really?
I rolled 2 zeros and then the 1.
That is a critical hit. So you may check your psychology. Oh, by the way, does anybody have any check skills? We'll deal with them in just a second. If you have a checked skill, let's deal with them in just a second.
I have a checked
on our way over to the next location. We'll deal with your checked skills. So your psychology lets you see that the people that are talking to her quite aggressively, and even though she's putting up a brave front, you can see fear in her eyes, and then she sort of bolts off back into town.
I won't let this happen again, fellows. I'm going after Nellie, but I desperately want to search that awful woman's creepy little cottage.
Let's go find Nellie. Perhaps she can come with us.
I volunteer just to go search the cottage while everybody's distracted with that. Is that a wise decision? I don't know.
Okay. I'll go with Faustin. Wilmot, can you find Nellie and meet us?
That's fair. I'll stay in the town where it's probably safe. Please don't get trampled by any evil goat trees.
But I say we keep our suspicions about anybody quiet right now because we don't know.
Suspicions. We need to talk to her.
But we don't know who to. I don't think we know who to trust right now, Captain.
Aye. All right. One last thing. If she goes evil, run away.
Okay.
You bet. I ran a great 500 at Sarah Lawrence.
I see you're wearing the medal.
So, as you run to your, I love these plans. As you run to your various locales, Willamette, what is your checked skill?
Spot hidden.
Please try to roll above it.
Please. Come on. Yes! I got a 71.
Add a roll a single d10 and add that to the skill.
2. Oh well. Awesome. Cool.
That's
Thank
how
you.
they get better. There you go. And Faustin, did you have a check skill?
Occult.
Oh yes. So this will be harder for you, but you can please try to roll above your occult skill.
90. 90. Or wait,
So
with a wait, I got 100, I guess.
100. You did it.
Well, I got 90 and a 0, so yeah.
90 and a 0 is 90. So yeah, but
okay,
your occult skill.
I didn't get to add another 10. Oh.
Yeah, no, your occult skill is 70, I think, right?
Yeah,
or something like
it
that.
Is,
so
no, my occult skill is 50.
50. So you succeed. Roll a
Yeah.
d10 and add that to your occult skill.
All right. 7.
There you go. It's now 57. And Captain Quinn, you didn't check any skills, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I got psychology just now.
Oh, just now. Yeah.
And the firearms rifle one from the conversation with the guy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, very good. Try to roll above your firearms rifle.
Oh, I've rolled it exactly, Jared.
That is not above, and unfortunately, because normally that. So you want to fail. You want to fail when you're trying to improve your skills, and so you have succeeded. So you do not improve your firearms rifle. And now, Captain, please try to roll above your psychology.
Above
which should be no
psychology.
problem for you.
Shouldn't be a problem. Yes, I've done it.
Okay, great. So please roll a d10, and you're going to add it to your base psychology of 10%.
Great, that's a 5.
So you now have 15% psychology.
I'll take it.
And so now I'm going to start with Willamette. Willamette, you run into the village, and you notice that other people are running with you. And that they have lanterns, and some of them have farming implements. And one of them is screaming, "Burn the witch!"
No, leave the witch alone.
And you see that Nellie Douglas has run into her like little cottage and shut the door and is like locking it as these people start to stand around and they're like, "Come out, witch! Make this easy or we'll make it hard on you."
Oh, absolutely not. I'm going to use my oration skills if I have any.
Okay.
People of Caliwag, Caliwagians.
Get out of the way. We're trying to burn the witch.
I shan't move. I shall remain unmoved. This woman is not who you seek. You saw what you seek. You saw that abomination. Was that of this world? No. What could one woman do to summon such a creature? Nellie has served your people well. She's played with your children. She's told your fortunes. What right
doesn't play
do you
with
have?
my children. Burn her!
Your children are especially stinky, and everyone knows that.
How dare you! She's in league with the witch.
I am not. Well,
So you do
sort of.
admit she's the witch.
Well, doesn't she herself admit she's a witch? Doesn't she talk about that? Isn't that like her thing? That's not like new.
No, she's pretty
this is
brazen about
going-
the old ways.
This is going downhill fast, Will.
Oh no.
You,
Okay.
You might need to roll a skill
Okay.
to get yourself out of this.
Counter
Okay.
chant.
I don't have fast talk. I do have intimidate. Interesting. Okay. Shoot. Credit rating. Persuade. I have persuade. I have a 70 in persuade.
Okay, so here's the deal, though. To persuade an angry mob who are trying to execute somebody, you have to roll your persuade at hard. So you have to roll half of your persuade.
Okay.
A hard skill 35 is what you must roll. This is a big, and I'll tell you something. I'm going to give you, without interrupting you, I'm going to let you say a little more of what your character says. So go ahead. What is your final argument?
This town has made a mistake before. This town has killed a witch. And that is the source of all your suffering. Do you wish to make the same mistake?
Very good. Because you are really onto the truth of the matter, I'm going to go ahead and let you have a bonus die. So you need to roll a 35 or below, but you can roll the 10s die twice.
Okay. First roll did not pass.
What was the first roll?
It did pass, but not hard. So I got a 69. I got a 69, okay. And my persuade is 70. So I barely passed, but not a hard pass.
Pretty awesome roll for reasons we can't go into right now, but it will not work. So luckily, you have that bonus die. So you're going to roll your 10s die again. But the problem is, you rolled a 9 for your 1s die. So you can't roll a 3. You have to roll a 1 or a 2. A 10 or a 20, basically.
Woo. Let's see it.
Okay, pray for me. Here she comes.
Yeah.
9.
Okay, so here's the deal. You can push this roll. Okay?
Okay.
But here's the bargain I'm going to make for you. If you fail again, they're going to consider you to be a witch as well. You don't have to. You can just let the plot kind of move forward a little bit and react to whatever happens next, or you can push it right now, but if you fail, you're a witch too.
If I fail, they just burn me. Like they'll just burn me.
They'll try to. Of course, you'll still be in control of your character. You'll have attempts to escape, fight them, whatever you'd like to do. Yeah.
How dedicated to the cause are you?
I love to push. Y'all, I love to push. I don't think I can push here. I don't want to push.
Okay. They storm past you and they're like, out of the way, outsider.
I'm going to go, Nelly, run!
They start bashing down her door, like using hammers and mallets. And you can see that they've surrounded the house with their torches and lanterns, and there's really nowhere for her to go. And eventually they tear their way inside, and they drag her out into the town square, and they're like, find Mother Muir, have her give this woman her last rites. And they are proceeding to tie up poor Nellie Douglas. Boy, the people of Callywag sure were quaint and charming a little while ago, but now they've turned quickly.
They were primed for this.
They are taking Nellie into the square, and they are going to burn her unless something is done quickly. But meanwhile, across town, you arrive at the cottage, and it is dark. It is full dark, and it's another moonless night. Big black clouds overhead. It is so very dark. So if you go into the house, there'll be very little light, because right now it appears that Mother Muir is in fact gone. There's nobody inside. The hearth is not burning. And so let me know what you'd like to do, gentlemen. The tree hangs over the hillside, and the house is below, sitting in darkness.
Well, first off, I want to draw my weapon.
Very good. And what are you carrying, sir?
Just a revolver.
Same.
A simple 6-shot revolver. And I say, Quinn, I think something evil is afoot in this cottage right here, and it looks like we're going to have to walk in and kind of try to find a light. So, would you like to go first?
I'll go first. Do you think we should look in the windows, or maybe go in the back door, or anything like that?
Capital idea. Let's see if we can peek through and see if there's.
Let's have a look in the windows.
All right.
Very good. So looking in the windows, it's just utterly dark inside.
don't like that.
I don't like it either, but something terrible is probably going to happen in this village if we don't get to the bottom of this. And if that thing you saw at Farmer Fian's place decides to come around here anytime soon, I think we're cooked, my friend.
All right.
I say we do a little poking around inside this pious woman's humble little hut. Why not?
All right. Is there a back door?
There is a back door that faces right into the hill, and you can see the weird gnarled roots and how they kind of like come down the hillside, and they look like groping tentacles reaching for the house.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go around to the back door and check to see if it's locked.
Yes, it's
it is. It is padlocked. This is a very simple cottage in a village on a Scottish Isle in 1880. So it's like padlocked from the outside, and probably the key that goes in it is one of those big long keys with a big hoop on the end.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
What about the front door?
Likewise padlocked. Anybody who would like to can roll a psychology roll.
Well,
if you're not good at it, maybe don't even bother.
I'm something of a psychologist. Oh dang! No, I blew it, but not by much.
I'm terrible at it, so I'm not even going to try. I suggest that time is of the essence. I'm
gonna knock on the door real loud.
It's
bang,
locked
bang,
on the
bang,
outside.
Bang, bang. I know. I'm knocking on it. Bang, 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 bang.
Okay.
Other mirror.
No one answers. The only sound is the sound of like somewhere far off, like a bird.
That's it. Wait, I found a key, and I hold up my revolver.
Oh, all right.
And I decide I'm gonna try to shoot the padlock to see if I can unlock the door and get inside.
Sure.
You know what? No roll necessary. I think that just works.
Yeah, generally speaking.
Keep in mind your revolver has 6 bullets in it, and it now has 5. Okay.
Okay. Right.
You probably have a reload somewhere, but for now, 5 bullets in the gun. So, blam, and the lock falls off. They didn't think that you'd be using firearms to get in, and the little wooden door swings open.
Slug well spent. I will go in rifle first.
It is utterly dark in here, and you're looking at a quaint little peasant's cottage on a Scottish Isle. It's basically one room. This woman lives in very humble, modest circumstances. She does have sort of a curtain kind of covering one half of the room, which to kind of partition it off. But in the place where you're at, there's a kettle over where she would burn her fire. There's a little table. There is a very elaborate little pantry and cabinets that have she looks like she's quite the cook. There's all kinds of different ingredients and roots and vegetables kind of hanging from the eaves. And you can hear mice scuttling through the roof because in this kind of construction, little varmints and little critters would kind of sometimes move through the walls and the roof, and you can hear that right now. But other than that, everything is silent and dark.
Is there a lamp by the door? Like somebody would probably leave a lamp nearby when they walk.
There is a lamp. Yes, there is a lamp there.
All right. What do we have to do to light it? I just want to. Okay.
You kind of like turn the gas, and then you have to light a match and kind of like put it down and touch it to the gas, and suddenly the room is warm, filled with a warm orange glow.
Can I? I'd like to look around her pantry.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So looking around her pantry, you can roll natural world to see if everything looks normal.
Ooh. Can I help? Can I do the same?
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
I don't think I've passed a roll yet.
I think 76 will not do it.
Okay. Some of these roots and things look awfully odd to you.
But can I try an occult roll? And I have my suspicions about this Mother Muir, and I'm wondering if
it's a witch.
I
bet this bitch is a witch.
I'm wondering if I recognize any of these roots or whatever from my occult dabblings back in my hometown of New Orleans. Did I mention that I'm from New Orleans?
I'm gonna say to Faustin in this moment, as we're kind of fumbling through this thing, not really finding what we're looking for. I'm gonna look at him and very frankly say, I think she's a witch.
She brings to mind some of the root doctors I know back home.
Oh,
yeah. This whole setup here.
Faustin, roll your occult on the various ingredients that she has with her pantry.
11.
Let's go.
Oh, very
That's
good.
A hard
Let's
pass,
go.
too.
Is that hard or extreme?
My occult is 57, so 27, 14 would it's hard.
It's hard pass. Okay,
I really got
extreme
it.
pass.
Extreme is
Extreme.
So your extreme pass is enough for you to know that nothing among this cooking apparatus or ingredients is occult in nature at all.
Ugh. I mean,
I still think she's a witch.
I do too. Can
I
we?
don't know why.
And are there any books around in the home?
There is one little book on a shelf. It is the Holy Bible.
The captain is going to start checking the floor for hollows.
The captain may make a spot hidden roll.
Ooh. All right, come on, Captain.
Come on, Captain. Aye, Captain.
I said, come on, Captain.
Would you like to push your roll?
What does that consist of for me? The man in
the
street.
It means that you take extra long time to kind of knock on each board on the floor.
Yes, I would.
He is going to do that before he rolls, Faustin. That means you have a lot of time to do anything you'd like to do. So what would you like to do?
I would like to keep looking in every. I want to go around to the. Oh golly! Look under her bed.
Very good. Yeah, looking under her bed. Nothing. Dust bunnies. Some old quilts.
This is not right. This is not right. Something is.
How did you do on? Let's find out how you do on your. Are you willing to stay until the captain has finished his very thorough search?
I am willing to stay.
Is it? Do I roll one die or two?
You're gonna roll just the percentile 10. Die and the ones die. You're just gonna roll it.
Rolling it just
the whole roll over again. Yeah.
Okay.
And it has taken you extra time. You guys have been here longer than you planned to be. You've been here over an hour.
64. I pass.
Well, you finally find, and it is perfectly flush with the other boards, but a board that comes loose when you yank on it really hard. And in there you find a pan flute and a black book.
Unreal.
Bitch is a witch. Bitch is a witch.
You've done it, mate. And I point to it and indicate that he should take care of this book.
Well, now, yes, I kneel down and I touch both the flute and the black book and I open it up. I open the black book up.
Okay, so this is it is written in English, but it's written in very old English. It looks like it might be from a couple centuries ago, and it is some sort of spell book of a witch, and it is also sort of a journal of that witch, talking about her meetings with the Dark Man and her worship of the Great Mother and the Black Goat of the Woods. If you would like to, read this thoroughly, it will only take you 24 hours. But you'll get some Cthulhu Mythos points to your Cthulhu Mythos skill, but you will incur a sanity loss.
It'll take
reading it.
24 hours.
Well, it'll take like the better part of the day to read it all. If you want to just skim it really quickly.
I want to skim it really quickly by turning to Captain Quinn and say, "This is it, my friend. This woman is dabbling in the black arts.
Make listen rolls.
Ooh. 19, and my listen is 20%. 20.
You should check that listen roll, my friend Arsenault, because you are the one that hears footsteps coming up the walk.
Captain, you mean I should try to?
Meanwhile, in the town square,
okay.
Yeah, someone's coming toward the house. Gabe, just to be clear. Meanwhile, in the town square, boy, they really have. They're going through with this. Willamette, they have tied her up, and she's like, "Let me go!
Yeah.
I've never done anything but help you. Come to your senses. I'm not the witch. I haven't done this to anyone." And so, Willamette,
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So they had said, go find Mother Muir, right, to give her last rites. I want to try and convince them that they cannot burn her until Mother Muir has given her last rites. Like promise.
That is something I will allow you to do. Normally that's a lie, so you would use fast talk, but I know that you don't have any fast talk, so I will allow you to use occult. If you'd like, or I will allow you to use intimidate, but it's going to be hard because you're not using the main skill you would use, lying, fast talk.
Well, I can't persuade them, right? My theory is that, like, if they don't trust me, right, then they have to at least trust their God, right? Their Bible, that, like, you can't kill somebody without giving them their last rites. Even a witch deserves the chance to go to heaven.
It's an excellent theory. It's not a bad theory at all. The only problem is you have to kind of lie to make it work.
You're right. Yeah. I don't believe
so
it.
I'm allowing you to lie, but you have to just make a hard roll on a skill other than fast talk. Or you could, fast talk starts at 5%. I don't think you want to try that.
I don't. I super don't. Yeah. My intimidate hard is 25. Okay, I'm going to try it.
Okay, great. So you're just going to kind of like tell them, like, look, there are horrifying powers at work here, and if you do not bless this witch before trying to burn her, it won't work. That does sound intimidating to me, so let's go for it. Here we go. You need to make a 25 or better.
Come on. Ha! 42.
Out of the way, city woman! And they push you out of the way.
No!
So they have sent someone off to find Mother Muir, and Willamette, what would you like to do? Because things are really kind of looking dangerous now. They have her fully ready to go. They're just waiting for someone to give her the last rites, and it doesn't look like they'll wait all night.
I would try to find Mother Muir too. They've already sent somebody to go find her. I want to try and intercept, I think.
Okay, great.
Try and find Mother Muir.
Great. That's an interesting move. So I think that in order to do that, you must simply kind of try to outpace their runner who is running toward the house. So why don't you just give me a dexterity roll?
Okay.
And what is your speed? I'm looking at it right now. Your move rate is an 8. Okay.
My move rate is an 8, and I just rolled a 59. And my dexterity 59. Is 60.
Ooh, that's amazing. So you kind of figure out which house the young buck that they've sent is heading to, and you kind of cross over through some people's lawns, and you arrive and you see the old woman tottering toward her cottage with a tree hanging over it. She's tottering toward her cottage with a key in her hand.
And I said, Mother Muir, attend! Wait!
And she turns, and inside the cottage, perhaps Faustin sees her turn back to Willamette in the path.
And I say to Captain Quinn, back door. Let's go out the back door. Did we shoot off the lock on the front or back door?
I think you said the front door.
Turn out the light. Turn out the light.
Yeah, you're right. The light was on. Let's see if she noticed that. Okay. Yeah. So what are you going to say, Willamette? Because she turns to you like this.
Mother Muir, I know you and I have had our disagreements, but surely we cannot disagree that once you want to learn from your mistakes and not make the same mistake twice. This town already burned a witch. Don't let them burn another. She's innocent. I think you know that.
Who are you talking about, girl?
Nellie Douglas. She hasn't done this thing.
Done what thing? What are they doing to her?
Well, it shows how much you know about your town. They've strapped her up. They're about to burn her.
No.
Can we hear this?
Goat tree. The goat tree.
Yeah, you can hear trampled. This. They can't do it. No, she's mine. And Mother Muir starts quickly running back toward the village.
Oh. Okay.
Captain, did you hear that?
Captain, you're muted.
Aye. Shh. As soon as she's gone, the captain's gonna nudge the door open and go, "Psst, Willamette."
Well, okay, that worked much better than I thought it would.
That was
what
incredible.
What are you guys doing in there?
Sure.
What did you find?
I hold up the pan flute and the book and say, Nellie is not the witch. Nellie is not the one who's summoning this creature to take vengeance on the people of Callywag. It's Mother Muir. This is a black book of some mysterious origin and witchy shit.
We've got to
and
get there.
She just said they can't kill Nellie. She's mine.
We'll have to get to Nellie.
I think Nellie is still in danger.
Well, let's go.
I think we got to run back.
Carry me up here.
You run back with the black book, with the pan flute.
Hide that!
The cabbage.
I think we're waiting for our moment to reveal that.
The townsfolk are still standing around holding torches, and Nellie is like, "Please!" And someone's like, "Gag her!" And they put, and Nellie's just like,
I think this is the moment,
she's
maybe.
still telling them off with the gag in her mouth. And Mother Muir is nowhere in sight.
Okay.
And finally, the very handsome Kendrick Stewart, it's like, "We can't wait any longer. Here, lo, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
I shout out,
no
I cry out, Kendrick Stewart, you stupid hunk. Shut your trap. Faustin, show them what we found at Mother Muir's house."
I walk in front of Nellie and say, "All you people out here, you all know the old ways. Nellie knows the old ways, and you know them too. You know that there's strange things out in these woods. And the strangest thing in those woods is Mother Muir. Captain Quinn and I decided to go check out her house and look at what we found underneath her floorboards. We found this flute, which is not a bagpipe. It's a flute. You people don't use flutes. And
we're allowed to have flutes. Some of us do use flutes.
I'm not done.
He's not
done.
Also,
next to the flute, we found this. And I bring out the black book with the flourish. And I show them, this book is filled with evil spells and strange accounts of something, because I haven't read it yet. But I know that this means something.
Think about it, people.
Very good. So let's see if they believe you. You need to roll something, Faustin Arsenault. What are you rolling to convince them?
Well, I'm used to kind of getting out of like sketchy situations across the globe, and I've developed a skill with fast talking to get out of such situations. So I'm going to try to, even though I'm not lying, I'm going to try to.
Usually I interpret fast talk as lying, but I'm going to tell you
Okay.
something. In this particular case, I think that this is a sticky situation, and you are talking quickly.
I'm just
going to allow you to
inferring.
roll.
Okay.
I'll allow you to roll fast talk.
I'm riffing, man. I'm riffing. I'm improv.
Yes.
Okay. 50 and a 0. So 50.
50 even, and your what is your fast talk skill?
60.
Yeah.
Oh my man.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should
yeah.
check that fast talk skill because this was a very important role. They're
Yeah.
like, really? It's Mother Muir. Of course. She kept pointing to Nelly as the witch. Of
Remember
course,
the
yes.
flutes? Somebody heard flutes in the wood.
Yes, I've heard it. And they're like, oh my God. Oh, the Nelly's not responsible. Oh my God, what did we almost do? Oh, that would have been terrible. Oh, thank God you stopped us in time. Now everything is, and then all of a sudden I want everybody to make a listen roll.
Listen.
Is everybody's torch still lit though? We still might need them.
Oh yeah, torches are lit.
Okay. My listen is 20, and I rolled a 26. Can I spend some luck?
You can spend 6 luck.
Okay, I would like to spend 6 luck.
Okay, great.
My roll was 22.
Was that a success as well?
No, I have a 20. So
oh, you can spend 2 luck if you want and hear whatever this is.
Oh, interesting.
Would you like to do that?
I'm going to see if I can hear what Willamette is hearing.
Yeah.
Very smart. Okay. So
I did not pass.
Did not wait.
Willamette, somewhere out in the woods, this is like a kind of a clearing they've set up with a bonfire and everything. Somewhere just on the edge of the wood, you hear what sounds like livestock go. And it sounds like pain or like a cry of alarm, and then it is cut off.
What'd you hear?
Wait! Weren't there 3 sheep that were missing?
Calves, but
Oh, calves?
No, it's the same. I know. I get confused as well.
Well, thank you. I'm not exactly the rural type, but I think I just heard the dying cries of the second calf.
The third calf it would be.
The third calf.
What does that mean? What do we do?
It doesn't mean anything good, and I don't know what we do.
It's coming.
Nelly is up, still tied up. She's going.
Quick, untie Nelly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go untie her. So the captain says it means that it's coming, and
Okay,
he turns
great.
and he
In
runs
order
to Nelly to untie
So
her.
here's what's going to happen now. Let's see. What is everybody's dexterity? What is your dexterity, Willamette? It is 60, right? And what is your dexterity, Captain? It is 30.
Yeah.
And Faustin, what is your dexterity?
50.
50.
I ran track at Sarah Lawrence, so.
I ran away from the police in New Orleans.
Okay.
I lost my leg.
We're gonna start going.
Diabetes.
We're gonna start going in initiative order now, okay? Because things are suddenly getting really it's kind of important. I'm gonna tell you that right now in the clearing there are. Let's see. I'm gonna do it like this. Right now in the clearing there are like. There's only like 26 people like that had kind of gathered around to burn her. Okay.
Sure.
So, and then the 3 of you and then Nelly up on the kind of like dais of rocks and wood that they set up to burn her. And we're going to go in initiative order. If you were going to fire a gun, guns that are readied, meaning you've already pulled it and you're ready to fire, they go first, and then every other action goes after that, okay? Right now, I consider none of the guns to be readied. You have to tell me on your turn, I pull my gun and I get it ready. You know what I mean? And so we're going to start with Willamette. You have heard the cry of a calf out of the woods, and you see Nelly going, and you see the townsfolk all like kind of arguing and shouting and screaming. What does it mean? What do we need to do? Willamette, what do you do?
I untie Nelly.
Okay, great. Willamette, you run up there, and it is a really good tying job. Kendrick Stewart must have been pulling those knots really tight.
He's so hunky.
Can you imagine it?
He's so Scottishly competent.
You need to give me a strength roll. Let me ask Faustin, what do you do?
I pull my gun because there's a dead calf out there somewhere, and I might have to defend myself and the people around me against whatever killed this calf.
Yes. Great. So you pull your gun and you kind of ready it for whatever is going to appear. Yeah. Anything else? You could move somewhere else. You could aim it somewhere.
Can I see if I see a mother? Like, is there any activity like on the edge of this clearing? Is Mother Muir anywhere around?
It's dark. It's dark out there. But if you give me a spot hidden roll, you might see something.
25%. Okay. God damn it. Part of that. 41. No,
you don't see anything. You're not sure where the sound came from either, because you didn't hear it. Willamette did, so you're not sure exactly what direction it came from. So you don't know where to point your gun. And Captain, what do you do?
The captain readies his magnificent 45 rifle, pearl with the inlaid stock and the scope that he got from the poor shopkeep, and he hopes that he kind of shows it to a couple of people to make sure they take him serious. And he goes, "What's the name of the town again?"
Callywag.
Calawagians! The beast is upon you. If you can fight, stay and protect your town. If you can't, you need to get away. Make a fast break, which is my favorite candy bar, from this area. And hide in your homes.
So I said there were 26 people. Mm-hmm. Of them, it looks like 10% of them take off. So that's 3 people go running. So there's still like 23 people. Maybe they're not quite aware of like what is fully happening yet. So your gun is armed, and you have told those that can't fight to run. And then Willamette, I must ask, how did your strength roll go?
It did not. I failed. I rolled a 69. Again, I rolled a 69. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Fucking yeah.
Yeah, that's upgraded to a hell yeah.
Nice.
Stupid Kendrick Stewart tied the knots too goddamn tight. And that is when you see the trees on the edge of the clearing crack, and out. No.
God.
The thing starts moving into the clearing, and it is for the first time fully visible to Faustin Arsenault, who has not seen it up to now. And Faustin, I must ask you to roll your sanity, please.
All right. And I mutter under my breath in my native French, merde.
Yes.
38.
38. That is a success for you, I believe. So you only use a D3, and I'm going to roll that. And only 1 is lost. Faustin, you've seen a lot of weird shit in your career. And you had prepared yourself to see this thing. So very lucky nobody has gone mad from viewing this monster. But it now moves into the clearing, and I can tell you that it has enough tendrils coming off of it that it will be able to act against the entire crowd, if that makes sense, everybody. It's so huge and has so many different arms reaching out. Yes, that is you in comparison to it. Yes. And its many different limbs and strange tendrils are going to reach down and start reaching for the townsfolk. And, of course, immediately, directly in its path are Willamette and Nelly. So you have one more round now because it's moving into the clearing now. Before people start getting ripped apart. And so I ask, Willamette, what are you going to do this round?
I gotta keep trying to untie Nelly.
Okay, Give me another strength roll, and don't tell me how it goes yet. Faust and Arsena, what are you going to do?
I'm inferring that whatever's happening, this monster, it's trying to get us all, but it's trying to get Nelly. So I need to help out Willamette and try to get free Nelly and help her free Nelly.
Great. You may go up there and make a strength roll as well. And then, Captain, what are you going to do?
The captain sees this. Is this the same thing that he saw in the woods?
It is the exact same thing he saw in the woods. Yeah. He recognizes it. Great. It's the same one.
He says, "Hello, ugly." And he turns to Faustin and he says, "The book. I need to see the book."
Oh, interesting. Faustin, if you'd like to amend your action to throw him the book, I'll allow you to do that and
he has
run.
To amend his action.
Oh, no. I'll allow him to do that and run up and start undoing the ropes. I'll allow
him. I quite deftly, as I'm running to untie the ropes, I take the book and I toss it to Quinn, like kind of cavalierly. Dig this, man.
Quinn
like
says,
a really spooky frisbee.
Under his breath. That was cool as hell. And he starts
reading is fundamental.
Flipping through the book for something, a picture of this thing, a cancel button.
All right, you may
a weak spot.
You may make a EDU roll, which is your own language skill, Captain Quinn. And so I will now turn to Faustin Arseno and Willamette. How did your strength rolls go to undo the knots?
Worse. I do not pass.
I got a 25, which is exactly half of my strength.
Hey, excellent. So thank God Faustin got out there to help you. He gets Nelly loose, and she's like, "Run! Run!" as the thing kind of looms over all of you. And now I'm afraid
I could have told us that.
Even though you've gotten Nelly free, the thing is now going to act. It acts at the end of the round. Yeah. I want luck rolls from each of you, Willamette and from Faustin.
Okay.
I don't. What's my language skill? I have nothing in that box.
It's equal to your EDU, my friend. So whatever your EDU is,
I have nothing in that box.
I see a 47 in your EDU, sir.
Oh, great! I did it.
Okay, very good. In that case, you have found a spell. It looks like to intone, to summon ye foul young of the black goat, and as you are reading it over, it requires you to take a calf under the dark of the moon and sacrifice it in a forest. It's all making sense. Yes, exactly. That's how this thing has been summoned forward. But unfortunately, the spell doesn't contain a cancel button.
No cancel
How did the
button.
how did the luck rolls go, Willamette and Faustin?
I got a 62. My luck is 85, and I rolled.
Very
62.
good, Willamette.
Pretty bad, actually. I rolled a 93.
Willamette.
Damn.
The thing reaches out. It has 5 attacks in a round.
Yeah.
Oh.
It reaches out and it picks up 5 different villagers. No. I'm gonna roll Nelly's luck roll right now. Oof. She succeeds.
Yes.
And stops hopping down off of the pyre that everybody had tied her to. But unfortunately, Willamette, your luck roll failed. And so, Willamette, it reaches out for you. Here it goes, reaching out for you. And it succeeds at its roll to reach out to you. And Willamette is lifted in its tentacle. Look, Call of Cthulhu, she's a harsh mistress. Mary Lou already knows this. Here's the damage. Here is the damage that it does. It starts to siphon energy from you. You feel yourself not be crushed, but rather you feel like vital fluids kind of like being sucked out of like holes that it's punctured in your skin. And you lose 14 strength this round.
Okay, 14 strength. I was going to say 14 strength. Hit points. Oh.
Yeah,
Willamette is down to 36 strength. And and you are in grave danger. I would say also the effect of having this thing actually grab you and start to touch you with its almost immaterial tendrils and suck out your vital fluids is enough to activate another sanity roll, please.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, 15.
Yes.
A success again.
Yeah.
No further sanity lost. Things are bad enough already. So, that is the end of that entire round. And now in this new round, I will ask Willamette, you are still in control of yourself until your strength gets to 0 and you kind of auto die if that happens. Okay. What would you like to do?
Okay. I have a club.
Yes, you have an umbrella, which you
is
can
my
use
umbrella
as a club.
that I can use as a club. A lady's weapon, if you will. I'm wondering if it would be easier to wriggle free or to just like bash this tendril with my club to see if it'll let me go. I want to bash this tendril, see if it'll let me go.
I think there's nothing more Cthulhu than a suffragette being held aloft by a tentacled beast, bashing it with an umbrella. So
and if I had a hat pin, I'd stab him with that.
Unhand me, you brute.
Unhand me, you brute.
Untentacle me, you brute.
So you're gonna make a club roll this round. Don't tell me how it goes until I call on you, but go ahead and make that club roll with your umbrella. Okay. And now I will ask Faustin Arsenault, what are you going to do this round? You and Nellie is free and clear. She's running. But as you watch, Faustin, not only has this thing picked up Willamette, but it's picked up like 4 other villagers and is siphoning energy from all of them. What do you do?
Can I grab the book from Quinn and
Absolutely.
run after Nellie?
Yeah, you can grab the book from Quinn and run after Nellie. Yeah, sure.
And as I run after them, I'm not being a coward. I just don't think I can do anything against that, but I think she can. I think her and the book might help. I don't know.
Do you want to run with him? Captain?
No, I'm saying to help Willamette. I was thinking the same thing. I think the captain whirls his gun on the tentacle, holding Willamette, and is like, "Run, Faustin! Get out of the book!" and then fires.
See, I'm gonna try to catch Nellie with the book, and yeah.
Okay, very good. So let's first make your firearms roll, Captain.
Okay. I almost rolled it, and then it didn't feel right.
Go ahead.
There it is. 32. I've done it.
Okay, great. Your bullet punctures the tentacle, but it's almost like the tentacle isn't fully it's not fully material. It's
no.
I can't quite describe what happens to the bullet, except that it sort of just kind of goes through it like it's going through like a sponge and goes out the other side. And
ectoplasm.
Yes, it's made of some sort of ectoplasm. However, how did you do, Willamette?
Okay. My club is a 45.
Yes.
And I rolled a 42.
Oh! So I think you bash it hard, and I want you to roll your damage. And your damage for your club is a 1d8. 1d8.
Your second 42 this session, by the way.
I rolled 2 69s and 2 42s. It's freaky, you guys.
That is weird, right?
That's friggin' nuts, weird. Dude.
Also, 42 is the number that is the meaning of life in
Correct.
Hitchhiker's
Holy
Guide. And
shit,
69
you guys.
is a sex thing, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Weird. I did roll a 5. So 5 damage. 5 damage on the brute unhand me.
Okay, very, very well done. So you bash it really hard with your umbrella, and that attack seems more effective than the bullet for some reason, and it loosens its grip. and you fall down onto the pyre. So you are still in its danger zone. But next round you can do something new and different. Now
Captain shouts, "I've done it!"
I go to Faustin and Nelly, and what do you say to her? You're having to yell over villagers that are shouting and stampeding.
I say, Nelly, stop! You know the old ways. I think you know what's going on here. Look at this book. See if there's anything in it. Do you understand it? Is there anything in it?
It's been summoned by a witch. We have to find the caster.
Where would Mother Muir go?
She must have sacrificed something or offered it something in exchange. When did she do that?
I'm unfamiliar with their village. You got to help me out here, Nelly.
Can I hear them? Can I hear this
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. I heard the calf cry over there, and I point toward where I heard the calf cry. Go kill that bitch.
Very good.
Can we cue somebody playing yakety sax on a bagpipe?
All these 1800s Puritans gasp as you swear.
So
no call for that.
Right.
New round. Are you running over there, Faustin, and where Willamette has pointed?
I grab Nelly's hand and I say, "You got to help me out here, sister Lassie. We gotta go find Mother Muir this way.
Okay,
be my guide."
She is gonna go with you. She's a brave young lassie, and she's running with you. Willamette, where are you running to, or what are you staying in the circle of danger, or what are you doing?
I know this is crazy, but I'm gonna keep bashing this guy. I'm aflame. I'm incensed. And much as if he tried to steal my coin purse, I'm just gonna keep bashing him. I'm gonna bash him.
Okay, very good. And Captain, what are you doing?
Captain, seeing his bullet go through this thing and having no effect, and hearing the thing about.
Well, I want to yell. Oh, I want to yell to the captain. Aim for the heart. Aim for the heart.
Does it have a heart?
It has several faces. It has a trunk. It has.
Does anything on it appear to be more corporeal?
Some parts are beating, but there are 3 different parts that are beating. Pulsating would be a better way to describe what they're doing. Yeah. You tell me where the heart is.
Well, I mean, I could try to shoot it in these horrible goop-filled eyes.
Yeah, would you like to try to do that?
Not really, because it was so not effective.
Yeah.
I think
decision time, Captain.
Yeah,
decision time.
Captain, upon hearing this, is like, no, you heard her. We have to find the caster. Run, Willamette, run! And he starts to hobble after Faustin and Nelly.
Okay,
and he's also reloading his big gun.
Listen, Willamette has totally covered your escape, because the thing wants Nelly, but it can't go after Nelly and Faustin and the captain, because there is a woman standing in front of it swinging her umbrella. Wow. And let's go ahead and resolve that first. Would you please roll your club skill, Willamette?
Come on.
Aim for the face.
Aim for the faces.
54.
A 54 is over. Would you like to? And in combat, you may not spend luck, unfortunately. You may not spend luck to succeed at a combat roll. Bummer. So you swing and you miss, or maybe it's more like it just goes through its ectoplasm. And now it is its turn to roll its trampling skill.
No!
Trampling skill. And I'm afraid to tell you that it has succeeded. It has a trample skill of 40, and it has rolled exactly 40. I have to grab extra dice to calculate its trample damage.
No! Can I roll dexterity to dodge?
I'm sorry.
You get it 1 dodge per round. You get 1 dodge per round. So actually, yes, you can. How did your dodge go?
Oh, I didn't roll it yet.
It is half of your That's okay. It's half of your dexterity, so for you that you need to roll a 30.
No, I rolled a 52.
Poor Willamette. Did the people that make this, do they sue streams?
Do they sue? Are they suers?
Are they litigious? That was beautiful. What a beautiful, normally with a send off, you think of different kind of music, but that was perfect.
No,
you have
send off. No,
19 damage coming toward you from this trample for Willamette. And I see that your HP is 10. So that is actually brought you down to -9. Oh my God, you're not auto dead.
Whoa.
If someone intervenes for you, you could be saved. I'm going to start making you make a con roll every round. It's kind of like a death save in D&D. And if you fail it,
I die.
It's over. Yeah. But for now, this thing completely just tramples Willamette St. George. The rest of you, you are on the edge of the forest. You're like kind of crawling up into the forest now. The heavy layer of like mulch is kind of impeding your movement. The thick brambles and thorn bushes. You're looking through the black on black kind of cage of wood that is the forest. And now, in order to find where this witch is, you need to tell me how you're doing that. So I'll ask Faustin first.
Well, I'm going to ask Nelly first. Like, Nelly, where is which?
I don't have a third eye. I don't have witch sense. It doesn't work that way. We have to look for her.
God, I'm unfamiliar with this Scottish countryside. Can I hear any bleats, more dying bleats of the calf?
Very smart. Give me a listen roll.
Jeez, I should have really. 91.
91, no good. Captain, what are you doing?
The captain is going to go to he's going to try to find the calf.
Right. Does he want to do that with his eyes or with his ears or with something else?
He's going to do that with his eyes.
Okay, do it. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. He's done it. That's an 18.
Okay. He finds the calf because he finds the place in the forest where this creature broke a path through the woods, and he thinks that probably leads to the altar. Does he alert his companions?
Absolutely alerts his companions.
Okay, so there's one more bit of forest to cross, and I'm not going to make you roll dexterity or anything. You all kind of run into a clearing where you clearly see another slab, the third and final murdered calf, and it is quiet here. You don't know where she is. Constitution roll from Willamette, please.
Farts. Okay. Come on. No.
Really?
97.
I'm so sorry. Willamette St. George dies. Dies there. I believe the description I had of Arthur McLeod was like a popped grape. Willamette St. George.
I'm imagining like a gusher.
Yeah. Just completely crushed. But her companions do not know, but let's pour one out for Willamette St. George. Now she can fight for the ghosts on their side of the veil.
Yeah.
She'll do good work over there.
Mary Lou, please remain in the stream and make fun of us as we play. Okay.
Would love to. Would be my pleasure.
Thank you. All right. So you've arrived in the clearing. You do not know where Mother Muir is, and I want luck rolls from the captain and from Faustin Arson.
So you shall have them.
Like covering this while I make my luck roll, like pointing my revolver around. 14.
16.
Okay, so you both succeeded. Who succeeded by more?
My luck is 85, and I got 14.
I got a 16, so yeah, him.
So Faustin succeeded by more, and I got to tell you, that your friend Nellie just succeeded with a 001.
Whoa!
So she killer succeeded. So that means that the terrible thing that happens to the captain. You need to roll your power, Captain.
Okay. No, I'm not using that one. I need to roll it exactly?
No, you need to just roll and see if you roll under it.
I didn't.
You did not roll under your power.
Nope.
Okay. Suddenly, the captain is like paralyzed, and Captain, you feel a hand kind of crushing your heart, but there is no one around you. And you take this round. You take 1 damage, but you are paralyzed right now. And so Nellie is going to use her round to try to find the witch. What are you going to do, Faustin?
I'm going to use my round I'm looking around the clearing while I rush over to Captain Quinn and ask "Are you okay, Captain?" I'm looking around, like waving my gun around, kind of wildly, like an amateur.
You may make a spot hidden roll, Faustin, and so will our friend here. Okay,
I got a 10.
A 10. Wow! Did you succeed?
Yeah, I mean my spot hidden is 25. So
whoa,
check that spot hidden skill, and you are the one. You are the one who spots the old woman kind of like back among the trees, hidden very carefully behind roots and bushes. But for some reason, her aura is sort of glowing right now as she whispers inaudibly and reaches out her hand and is looking at the captain and is clutching something.
I see you, Willamette. I see her.
So it took you that round to find her. It took you that round to find her, Faustin. What do you do this round?
Well, I think I'm gonna have to cap a witch.
Yeah.
Get her.
How long have you been thinking of that?
Okay, Faustin, go for it.
All right, I might use my handgun skills.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can use
Make
my
a handgun roll.
42. That is under my I have 50 in handgun.
Yes.
Nice.
Faustin, please. The bullet blasts free from your gun. The muzzle flash lights up the clearing for a second. It sails over the dead calf toward Mother Mira's glowing form out in the woods. And please tell me how much damage your gun does when it hits.
Oh shit! I don't know actually. Pardon me.
I can tell you. I can tell you very quickly because luckily I have prepared the Call of Cthulhu Keeper reference book. So let's see, a basic revolver, right?
Yes, just kind of a basic revolver, like a
okay.
Colt.
Let's see here.
Standard
yes,
issue.
a Colt revolver. A revolver. You may roll 1d8, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my d8.
See that
My cool Halloween.
Yes.
Here we go.
1.
Oof.
1. Oh my God. Your shot hits her in the shoulder. Her spell is broken for a second. And the captain can now act next round. But you see her turn to you all, and you see her still whispering something.
Oh.
And behind you in the woods, no listen roll necessary. You hear something big just rolling over trees.
Another one.
Trampling deep into the forest after you. And so, new round. Faustin, are you going to fire again?
I am going to, instead of firing again, I'm going to say, Captain, cover me. And I rush over to, how far away is she from me?
She is reachable in 1 round if you would be so kind as to make a dexterity roll, because there's a lot of stuff in your way, a lot of roots and branches and things like that.
All right. What I'm going to try to do is rush to her and,
punch her.
Tell her, witch be cool. Witch be cool.
Punch an old lady in the face. Okay,
yes.
and
witch be cool.
Elder abuse.
And my friend Captain, what are you going to do?
I am going to level my rifle at the witch and try to fire.
Okay, so you will go first. Go ahead and level your rifle and fire.
Now, I have this strange scope. Does that give me any bonuses?
Yeah, I'll let you. No, only if you can take a whole round aiming. The scope doesn't really help you on like a lift and fire.
Okay, so I would have to fire next round.
That's right. Would you like to do that?
Nah, I'm rolling. Oh, come on! Oh my god, you guys!
Your shot
66.
Your shot goes wide, and so it is up to Faustin. Arsenal.
I have a 65, by the way.
And it was 66.
66.
I'm sorry, and you may not spend luck in a combat round. Yes, Faustin.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Faustin, Nelly is helping you. By the way, Nelly is like, "Let's get her!" And you both charge her at the same time. And Faustin, because you rolled a 3, please tell me what you do.
Well, even though like I've never played football before, and it's probably a little bit before I'd see it, I kind of really like take her out like I am like trying to sack Tom Brady. Like I get her right in the midsection, jump on her, and
Faustin invented the blitz.
Yes. Yeah, it's a full I jump her and I put my hand over her mouth, like kind of like, huh! So she stops speaking.
Very good. Because of your excellent, extreme success, you were able to do this. You have the woman held down, and you have stopped her from speaking. And she seems to I would say you extreme succeeded. So you really have stopped her. It's impossible. Your hand is wedged into her mouth. You've got old lady spit all over your hand.
Bite me. I don't care.
Yeah. And Nelly is helping you. And Nelly looks at you and goes, "What do we do with her?" And now I can tell you that there does still seem to be the sound of something moving toward you through the woods behind you. What are you going to do with her now that you have her?
You should blow her freaking brains out. Is what you should do.
with my gun, and I am, I cross myself. I was brought up a Catholic, and I think Nelly, I don't know what to do. You here, take the book, and I put my gun to her head, and I think about it for a second, well, you got to cut it off at the root, and I fire.
Here's what happens because of how you're role playing it. I think it's only appropriate that Faustin he will fire, but he will also make a sanity roll.
Yes,
I got to do it. It's coming for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Avenge me!
I got a 4.
All right.
A 4. Very good. You do lose a sanity point. You do lose a sanity point. He finds killing pleasurable. And Faustin, no damage roll necessary
not awaken
this time.
anything in me.
You blast Mother Muir's skull open. Sorry, I told you guys violence happens in this game. As the thing breaks through into the clearing, kind of howling and bleeding, and it's right on top of you, Captain. But it sort of pauses and it stops as that happens. And I can tell you now that from the body, suddenly, like a kind of a bright, glowing green spirit emerges up into the clearing. And it for a second, only you were able to see it, Faustin, because no one else can see clearly enough. You're the one that brought the death blow. It is a beautiful woman with long, flowing, red tresses and the garb of 200 years hence. And she is screaming silently at you. And the final thing that happens is she tries to possess you instead. Please make a power roll, Faustin Arsenal.
All right. Nope. But sorry, my die went that way.
Oh, bad sign.
Uh-oh.
All right. Here, let's do
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Man, Willamette would have loved to talk to this lady.
34, and my power is 60.
You succeeded by more than she succeeded. She has a power of 80, but she rolled a 65.
Wow.
So she only succeeded by 15. You succeeded by more. So you were able to just kind of like steel yourself as she tries to enter your mind, tries to enter your body, but she can't hold on to the corporeal world much longer.
Back up off of me!
Into light and ectoplasm. And suddenly the forest is quiet.
Except for maybe a faint echo. If you could hear on the other side of the ghost realm, you maybe hear a woman's voice go, "Let's talk about organizing."
So yes, in fact, yes, go ahead.
Is the beast still there?
When you turn, the last thing you see is like a horn kind of crawl, the top of its head kind of lurch off into the wood. The beast still exists. Perhaps it has always been part of this forest, but it is no longer weaponized.
Crazy. Faustin, I think as you turn to look at this, you see that the captain has his gun pointed at you. And he goes, "Is it you?"
Hey, baby. I'm cool.
You are pretty cool.
And Nelly goes,
and I invent this move in front of the captain right now. Like, I invent the Isaac from the Love Boat.
Yeah, we all jump into the air and freeze. Wow. Incredible. Did you write that?
Well, now here comes the best part of any Call of Cthulhu adventure scenario. When we get to the very end, I allow each player to have their coda. They can tell me their epilogue, how they wrap up their character's story. And so we must first start with poor Willamette. Willamette, we know that you're on the other side, but get as elaborate as you want. You can even take yourself years into the future. Just don't contradict something another player says when you were doing your epilogue. Willamette, what happens to Willamette on the other side?
Well, Willamette does not see this as the end of her career as a ghosts' rights activist. If anything, it only energizes her further now that she can, fully understand the experience of a ghost. And many years later, even, up until 2021, if you could see the realm of the ghosts, you would see a ghostly picket line in front of the White House every day with Willamette and all of her friends, chanting for ghosts' rights. And one day, she is sure her voice will be heard.
Yes, and how terrifying that would be if we could suddenly hear all of the dead screaming for rights.
Oh, yeah. They're upset. They're pretty upset.
Sure. Beautiful. And I love that Willamette now exists as a ghost that other characters in the Neptune Society campaign can summon and talk to. And now I will ask the captain. Captain, please give me your coda, your epilogue to your character's story.
The captain, he stays on for a couple of weeks here to make sure that the beast doesn't come back and harm anyone, but he can't quite escape the things that he saw and the powers that he saw at play. And he one night he's drinking in the bar here in town, and a black rain is falling on the town, and perhaps he has one too many, and he gulps it down with a sour face, and he walks out into the rain all the way to Nellie's house, and he knocks on the door, and when she answers, he says, "Teach me."
She's like,
No.
"Come in, Captain."
Cool.
And somewhere a dog howls in the wood.
The cur of Callywag.
The cur of Callywag strikes again. And now finally, Faustin Arsenault. What is your coda?
I feel like I've simultaneously seen too much, yet not enough. Yeah. So after the captain and I bury what's left of Willamette in her final resting place on Callywag, we erect a beautiful...
My body's final resting place. Yes. Sorry, I just want to be really clear.
There wasn't much moving it. It was pretty soupy.
You're right, right.
After we have a very moving, very small ceremony with me, the captain, and Nellie, and a few other villagers, and we bury her underneath a Celtic cross or something.
Minor key yakety sax playing.
Kendrick Stewart is crying. He's like, I think I loved her.
Oh, and my ghost loves that.
And after we bury her, we put her to rest. I give the captain a hug, a big manly bear hug, like, I love you, man. You're the best. But I'm gonna take this book and the set of pipes. I'm gonna take them back to I'm gonna keep traveling across the world, and I'm gonna read this book, and I'm gonna want to find other books like it, and I'm gonna stay with the Neptune Society for the rest of for the next few years and explore strange things in the world. I want to read that book, and
very good,
and try to find out. I'm going to seek out more of these strange happenings, and hopefully I can save more people. I'm still a dilettante, though, and I'm still a gambler, and I'm still kind of a rake and a ne'er-do-well. But hey, I'm like Lando Calrissian before Lando Calrissian was Lando Calrissian. Yeah, come on.
Faustin, let's see how it goes with you reading the book. Please roll your EDU, your own language roll, or no, your English. Yeah, your English roll. Mm-hmm.
68, which is underneath my EDU, own language.
Yeah, you can go ahead and check your own language, and I can tell you also read the entire thing, and you lose a D6 of sanity. I'm going to roll that for you right now.
Go ahead.
As you realize that everything in it is true, and this was the ghost of a witch named Wilhelmina Muir, an ancestor of Mother Muir. Who was burnt at the stake, and her accusers included the ancestors of Arthur MacLeod and Nellie Douglas and Farmer Fian.
It's Sleepy Hollow.
She cursed their bloodlines that she would come back and punish them all, and possessed her own descendant in order to do that. And you realize it's all true. It's all horribly true, and you lose 2 sanity. 2 sanity, and you get +6 Cthulhu Mythos skill.
Nice.
So you have a 6% Cthulhu Mythos skill. Plus, you've had your first encounter with the Cthulhu Mythos, and I'm going to go ahead and add 5%. So you have an 11% Cthulhu Mythos skill. And you find spells inside of the book. One is to summon ye foul and loathsome young of the Black Mother, the Black Goat. Another is to enter the mind of a conduit, a vessel, and take control of it. And the third spell is to clutch the clutch of Nyagtha, to clutch the heart of another individual and crush it and shut down their heart. And the final spell is attract livestock using pan flute.
Hey.
The pipes are calling.
What a night that'll make for.
Hey,
do you learn these spells?
Heck, why not?
Let's do it with one hard intelligence roll. Let's see how well your spell work goes, Faustin.
All right. Ooh, well, I'm a smart motherfucker. 40. Straight 40.
You succeed.
Yes.
With half my intelligence.
Hell yeah.
80.
Wow.
So,
Faustin, one day as you were in your study practicing the clutch of Nyagtha, you know for certain that someone out the window beneath your garret window in New Orleans, you know that if you just reached out right now, you could grasp his heart, a stranger in a derby hat as he walks down the thoroughfare, and you could crush it. And as you think of that, as you stare down at this man whose heart you hold in your hand, somewhere behind you, the image of Wilhelmina Muir embraces you.
Oh no!
And that is the end of our adventure. I want to thank.
Good story.
So good.
I want to thank my incredible players, Mary Lou, Jordan Dahl, and Gabe Soria. Guys, thank you so much. That was a spooky Halloween adventure.
Oh, that was
so
spooky.
Good.
That was spooky indeed. That was spooky indeed. Not only in the world of make believe, but also in the real world with all of those dice rolls. Those were some spooky rolls.
Yeah,
wild.
Now I'm going to go listen to my favorite record by Sam Hain, November Coming Fire.
And it's pronounced Sawin.
No, Gabe, your inbox.
Guys, thank you so much. You'll see all of these people on the stream again. If I have anything to say about it, please find them on their socials. Tell them how much you love them in this show. And we can't wait to have them back again. Jordan, Gabe, and Mary Lou, thank you so much. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye. That was a new edition, a new volume on the library shelf that is The Adventures of the Neptune Society. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see this August Society again someday. But for now, we close the book on their adventures, and we say, please come back next week on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific for Taste of Blood. We are playing this game. Oh, look, there's more black goats. Boy, I have a brand. We are playing Mork Borg, a black metal dungeon crawl, and we are playing it with Mike Drucker, Diana D'Amico, Danielle Perez, and someone else. And Paula Deming, my favorite. So please come back. We're playing with 4 players because this is going to be super deadly. I plan to kill at least 2 players during this one. That's next week and the week after on Tuesday. And of course, we are still playing Frankensteins of Pittsburgh. Frankenstein being a major influence on me. Frankensteins of Pittsburgh, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific. So check us out for that show as well. We have merch. Please check out our merch store. Get some vampire stuff. We really appreciate all of our viewers, all the comments. Please get on the Discord. Talk to me. I'm lonely. I need praise and encouragement. And tell all of our players and people like Clinton Trucks how much you love them and appreciate what they do. And come on and just talk books or movies or role-playing games with me. I would love that. That's the Server of Blood. We're on all the socials, and it really does help to hit us up there, follow us, tell us what you thought. So please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and all of those things. I will say thank you to Clinton Trucks and Brian Baldinger, my producers and partners. I will say thank you to Megan Arch, our social media manager, and Jill Petrachik, who does all of our art direction. And thank you once again to you all for watching. That's all. Until next time, Shub Nagurath Cthulhu Fatagan. Bye-bye.